What is going on, guys? This is Xatter here, back again with another mod review. Today we're going to take a look at the Freightliner Classic XL by Custom Truck ATS. I know Solarus36 helped with it, Kriechbaum helped with the engine sounds, and there's a bunch of other people that I don't know off the top of my head right now, but I will leave all the credits in the description below, as I always do. You can find this truck in the Kenworth dealership. I did try making this before Thanksgiving happened, but there was a little technical difficulty with my software program, and it didn't record. So I did the whole thing. I went over everything, and come to find out, it didn't even record. I had actually an update for the software right before, and I had a feeling that I was going to update. And sure enough, it did, and I thought everything was going to run fine, and sure enough, it switched something, and I had no idea where it was at and how to fix it. But I ended up fixing it, so we're back on track. I will try to keep the videos coming, not every day, but every few days. I know there was a big pause. If you watched my last mod review, I do apologize for that. It's just I've been real busy, guys, and it's just I'm trying to find the time to spend with my girlfriend and do other stuff, and plus do this. So I'm real busy. But I try to make mod reviews, as much as I possibly can for you guys, because I know you guys love and enjoy them. Coming on December 7th, before we actually really get into this mod review, coming on December 7th is the Train Sim World Beta, and I will be getting that, because I did buy the Pioneers Edition for Train Simulator. So once that does come out, the 7th, I'm going to try to put a video up that day, because the next day I actually have I'm going to a hiring session for the railroad that I live by. So it is a Class 1 railroad, so I'm trying to actually be a conductor. That's actually my lifelong dream. I know you guys are here for the mod review, but I just wanted to let you guys know. So if I don't get to it, the day of or the day after, it's because I'm busy. Um, but I will have it up definitely. I will try to get it the day that they release the beta. I want to go over absolutely everything I possibly can. You guys know if you don't know, I am a big train fanatic, and actually that is my lifelong dream, is working with the railroad. So I'm working towards that. I know this whole channel right now has been nothing but American Truck Simulator. If you actually watch I believe it's my American Truck Simulator journey that I do, I believe I explained in that video, or it's near the beginning that I started this, that for now it's going to be strictly American Truck Simulator until that game comes out. So I definitely will be doing a first look at it, letting you guys know, showing you guys everything. So I just wanted to let you guys know on that. That was a mouthful to say, so I'm out of breath from that. But we're going to get into this mod review. It is going to be a little bit lengthy. So, sit back, grab popcorn or whatever you have nearby. Let's get into this customization. So, we are going to look at this. So, we got the cabin. So, we do have the XL cabin, obviously, because it is the classic XL. But this is all we have. Then we go to the chassis. We only have one option. It's a 6x4. Once again, not a big deal. Kind of standard with the classic. So, that's all we have there. Now on to engines, and we have a bunch of different engines, and for the most part, they kept them in order. The C13 should be up top, and this other C15 should be up here as well. Unfortunately, it's just a little out of place, but for the most part, they are in order, which is nice. I like whenever stuff it's categorized, and it's easy to find, and, everything's just right there, and you don't have to go searching through trying to find an engine or transmission. So, but we do have the Cat C15 435. We have the C15 475. I'm going to skip down here. We have the Cat C15 500. We're going to go back up. Excuse me. We have the Cat C15 550. We have the Cat C15 625 Assert King of the Hill. And I should have said this first, but we do have the Cat C13 380. Now with the Cummins ISXs, they're kind of out of place down here. So let's see on that. So we do have the Cummins ISX-12 370 horsepower, the Cummins ISX-12 400 horsepower, and I believe that's it for the ISX-12s. Yeah. So then we have the Cummins let's see, the ISX 400, the ISX 15, I'm sorry, 400 horsepower, the Cummins ISX 15 450 horsepower, the ISX 15 500 horsepower, 550, and the 600 horsepower. See, like I said, it's easy when they're in order. A few of them aren't in order, but it's okay. So I just went through that real quick. Then we have the Cummins 444 series with the 444 horsepower. We do have the Cummins N14 435 horsepower. Let's see, I already went over that one. Oh, where am I at? I lost my track. Alright. We have the Caterpillar 3406E 475 horsepower. The Cummins N14 525 horsepower. The Caterpillar 3406 550. Another Cummins 444 horsepower 520. I'm sorry, 444 series 520 horsepower, and we have the Cummins N14 600 chipped 605 horsepower. Personally, I'm a Caterpillar type engine person, so I'm going to go with the Caterpillar engine. I know if you guys are picky about the engines, I'm sorry, it's just my personal preference, it's what I like, so that's what I'm going to choose. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, you could download the mod and choose whatever you want, but I'm not going to go over, I may change it up here and there, but for the most part it's going to be strictly Caterpillar. So moving over to the transmissions, these are all the transmissions that you have. So you have the Eaton Fuller RTLO 13 speed with a retarder. You have the Eaton Fuller RTLO 18 speed. Don't believe that one's a retarder though. Then you have the Eaton Fuller 6 speed with retarder. Now I don't believe this is actually a true transmission. I don't believe Eaton Fuller makes a 6 speed with a retarder, or a 6 speed in general. I could be wrong about that. If I am, please let me know in the description. I mean, in the comments below, please, because I don't want to be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that they don't have one. But please let me know if they do. It would really help me out a lot. But I believe it should be the Allison 6-speed. But anyway, moving on, we have the Eaton Fuller 10-speed with retarder, the Eaton Fuller RTLO 13-speed without a retarder, and then we have the Eaton Fuller 18-speed with a retarder. So I'm going to pick the Eaton Fuller 18-speed with retarder. It's my personal preference once again, so that's what I'm going to choose. Moving over to the interior, takes a moment to load up. We do have a nice interior dash here. This is the wood dash, so I do like this a lot, which is really nice. Do wish they would change the parking brakes though, because they are a little outdated. Wish they were a little bit more modern, but it's okay. But they do stick out like a sore thumb, so I am going to point that out there. But we have two options, so here's the interior wood, and then we have interior paint. So whatever you decide to choose for your outside paint, so we'll pick such as this one here. If we go back inside, as you can see, it changes the dashboard as well. So we'll leave it on the interior paint, and we'll go back over here to the actual paints. So we have the Freightliner Classic XL Metallic. It does have this nice logo on the back here, which is really nice. I will point out, if you do pick the heater option, it's the second step option in the accessories, it will add the fans up on top, which will block out this logo. Whenever we get to that part, I will go back and I will just show you guys so you understand. But we'll look at the paint here real quick, just to make sure that it all works. So here's the first one. Whoopsies, here's the second one. And here's the third one, which we'll put the white. And turn here so you guys can see it. And you can see the difference there, so it all works. I already saw beige cream. Here's black darkness. And we have black queen, which is a little bit lighter black than black darkness. Then we have blue Caribbean, blue light day, blue sapphire, blue smurf, blue spectrum, blue storm, blue sweet, and blue velvet. There's a bunch of different paints and skins, so I'm going to go through them as quickly as I possibly can. So I'm not going to try to bore you guys too much. Then we have bronze chimney, graphite gray, green forest, green golf, green hope, green plastic, and green water. Then we have gray bright, gray shades. Then we're moving on to orange, I believe that's Galp. Then we have orange pumpkin and orange winter. Then we have red Coca-Cola, Red Cross, Red Emergency, Red Fire, Red Scarlet, Red Vampire. Then we have Silver Precious, Violet Bloody. Moving on to the yellows, we have Yellow Awesome, Yellow Candy, Yellow Chicken, and Yellow Warning. So those are all the standard paints, I guess you could say, that you could choose from. Then we have Custom Color Paint. You could pick any color that you so wish. Bring that up. You guys can see that there. Then we have a Custom Metallic, which we'll go ahead and look at that just to make sure that it all works. You can see there's the first one. And then scroll here. And then there's the second one there. And we'll look at the white. And as you can see that it works nicely. Alright, moving on, we have the Atomic Lagoon Metallic, Blue Ocean Pearl, Dark Red Metallic, Morello Storm Metallic, Royal Class Green Metallic, Sky Blue Metallic, Smurf Blue Metallic, and Sunset Metallic. So those are all the preset metallic paints that you could pick. And then we have White Snow White, which is kind of like a grayish white metallic paint there. Then we have, this is where we get into the skins. Now, I know if you pick the skins, I'm going to point this out before I even start clicking on them. You are able to change the air cleaner. You could have paint on that. I know on the back you could have, there's an option for the mud flaps where it'll say Freightliner, which will be painted, and the tanks, and I believe somewhere up here there's something else that you could change too that could also be painted. But any of the skins that you paint, or that you pick, all those options that I said, oh, I'm sorry, that's the fenders, but all those options that I said, they will be black. There's nothing I could do about that. It's just how it is, so they will be black if you do pick paint. If you do pick any other color, though, it will actually be that color. So if you pick anything up here, it will be that, but if you pick any of these skins, it will be black. So moving on to these skins, we have the 777, as you can see there, which kind of looks like an M, but it's 777. You can see that, and you can't change the paint on that. We have the A channel, which is a anime skin, and I believe you can change the color on that. As you can see there, you can change the fenders in the top half of the truck from the windows up. Then we have the Armed Forces FLC. You can see there. So we'll scroll around. You can see all that there, which is really nice. Scrolling on down, we have Blake, which is another animated skin that you could choose. Personally don't care for him, so just going to point that out. We have a Caterpillar diesel power, so you could pick this if you'd like. And then on the back it says Home of the Free because of the Brave on the back, which is really nice. Moving on, since it is after Thanksgiving, we could choose this theme because it fits coming up, which is Christmas, which is really nice. You got the snowflakes everywhere, you got the wreath on the front of the hood, got the Christmas tree with the presents. It's just, overall looks nice. If you do want to be in the Christmas spirit early, you can go ahead and do so. Now we have Classic with Mask. So you can see here that it's all painted black, but if we pick here, here's the bottom half. We'll pick that right there, as you can see. And here's the second half, so it's the second portion of the truck itself, which you can see that it all works. And then the third, which is actually the black line that divides the two. And we'll go over here, as you can see it's red now, and you can change it to whatever color you want. So that it all works. Moving on to Claw. So it has like a claw type feature skin on the side there. The back's all black. I do like how the brackets are yellow there that hold on the side panels there, which is really nice. And moving on, we have Curvy, which is another skin you are able to paint like so. So you could do that, and then this one you could choose, you could choose whatever color you like that, which is really nice. You can see there. Then we have the DHL skin for if you want to drive around with a DHL skin, because I know there are some DHL trailers that are out there, so you could have a matching combo there. We do have a dragon, which is really nice. You can see the tree over there is on fire. Someone down there about to slay the dragon, or at least attempt to. Anyway. Then we have the flames, which you can't change the paint on this, so it's just stuck as it is with black with the yellow flames. Then we have Gilson Trucking, which is a trucking company out of Greenleaf, Wisconsin. So you see that there. Scrolling down, we have Joker's Wild, which you have the Joker's logo all over the truck and on the back. And it says Joker's Wild up on top of the roof. Moving on, we have another one of those animated ones. It's called Ruby, so you can see that there. You have Sakura Trick, which is another one. It's a pink truck, another animated series. Then we have Umbrella Corporation, which has a nice logo there and on top of the roof, as well as on the other door. Then it has the Umbrella Corporation with the umbrella, and also says it on the back of the sleeper. We have we have UPS Freight. So if you want to have UPS as your company hauler, you could do so. It says "We love logistics" on the back, so it's very nicely done. We have Wise, which is another, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's another animation skin. Once again, I do not care for it. So then we have Werner Trucking Enterprises. So we have that if you want to drive for Warner or Werner, or however you pronounce it. So you could have that skin on there as well. Then we have Wolf, which is by far my favorite out of all of them. I just like the Howling Wolf, howling at the moonlight at night, having the stars all over the place with the grass fields like that. There's nothing on the back. It would be pretty neat if there was like a paw print on the back, but we do have it on the front of the hood there, which is neat. I think it'd be pretty cool if it was right smack in the back. That'd be pretty neat. We have another one, another animated one. It's called Yang. You can see that there. Then we have Z Stripe, which you cannot change the color of the truck, so it's just how it is. Like so. Let's go to this side. And the stripe does not go in the back. So I'm going to pick the Wolf one because, like I said, it's by far my favorite out of them all. So I'm going to pick that one. Now moving over to the accessories, there is a lot of accessories for this truck. This is version 2.0, so, or I'm actually sorry, version 2.1, not 2.0. I do apologize for that. Once again, the link will be in the description below, so you guys can go ahead and download this. I know there's a lot of people out there that love Freightliners, especially the Classic XL. So, hope you guys do enjoy this truck and, do enjoy me doing this mod review on it. So we're going to go up to the top to the in light. So this is the interior light on the inside. So whenever you actually put on the actual lights, your headlights and the marker lights and running lights, and then actually you put on the full headlights, the light will be on the inside of the truck. You don't have to have it on. If your computer's not really that good and can't handle all that, then you could just not have the option. But we do have the interior blue. We have a green one. We have a light blue, an orange, a red, a white, and a yellow on the inside. I'm just gonna go with the light blue. I don't want to have it too blue, but I will have it light blue. Here we have the exhaust, so we'll go check out the exhaust. So we have exhaust number 1, exhaust number 2, exhaust 3, exhaust 4, exhaust 5, exhaust 6, exhaust 7, exhaust 8, and exhaust 9. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what's the difference between all these exhausts and custom exhaust? Well, you'll see. So here's custom exhaust 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to go with custom exhaust number 1. And what's the difference? Simply, there's no muffler on there, or heat shield, as you would say. So there's no heat shield on the custom ones. They're all straight piped, which is really nice. I like straight pipes. Exhaust, just my personal preference. So I'm going to go with this one here. Onto the side here, we do have color. And this is for the interior seat, for the actual seats, I'm sorry, and the interior itself. So you can see there's brown, then we have beige, we have black, we have blue, and we have red. I'm going to go with blue just to match the outside of the paint, so I'm going to go with that there. Over here we have a fog light system for the top. Personally, I don't like it. I think it just looks ugly. So I'm going to take that off, but you could have that on there if you so choose so. Moving over to the side, we have a visor, which is actually this top visor here. So you have paint, Then you have chrome. And since we have this skin on with the stars, I like to keep the stars, just keep it flowing, make it all nice and even. So I'm going to leave that on there as it is. The next one next to it is a horn option, so you can have the horns on the sides there, and it'll put it on both sides, which is really nice. Moving over here, we do have a light bar, which you could add on lights up to the top. So like if you wanted to put the beacon light, if I could find it, here we go, up top, you can. But I don't think it looks right up there, so I personally just take it off. Take the whole thing off itself. I don't need it up there. But you can if you like them. Let's see, moving on. We'll go to the radio. Now, it does add the CB on the inside, so we'll actually go to the inside real quick. And up here, as you can see, there's nothing there. And if we go back out here and go to radio, and click CB with antennas, you can see it adds antennas on the outside. If we go back in, you can see it adds the CB radio up there. And then we go back to the outside and do the second option. It actually leans the antennas forward. And the CB just stays the same, and it does have painted around the trim. Now, if I do believe if you pick the wood, yeah, it does add wood around there, so you can see the difference there. It does change it up there too, if you so choose to have the CB radio. I'm going to go with the first option and have the antennas going up and down instead of leaning forward. Over here we have main mirrors. We only have one option, and that's just a normal single mirror. Now this option down below actually adds the double mirrors onto it, so you can have the option to have them or not. But if you do pick the option to have the double mirrors, and this is only with the double mirrors, you can click on this option here and add the lights, and it actually adds lollipop marker / turn signal lights on there, which is a really nice feature. Haven't seen it on any other truck. Usually if you go to main mirrors, it'll just have both, single, or you single double with lights, or single with lights. This one you can't have the single with the lollipop lights. You have to have the double mirror to have the lollipop marker and turn signal lights. So I'm going to leave that option on there. And then we're going to move on to the visors. We have a classic visor. Then we have classic visor number 2, which is more of a drop visor, classic visor I should say. Then we have custom visor 1, custom visor 2, which is like the first one, but it's a little more drop down. Custom visor 3, custom visor 4, and custom visor 5. And I'm going to go with custom visor 1. And if you click on the lights here, you can see that they all light up, which is real nice. So I'm going to go with that. Turn the lights back off. Let's see. What do I want to do next? We'll do the front window. So here's the front window. It's actually the trim around the front window, so you can see that it's plastic. And then we can do that, and you can see that it's chrome. Here's chrome 2, chrome 3, chrome 4, and chrome 5. So those are all the different window trim options. You don't have to have it on there. You could just keep the plastic if you like. But I'm going to go with chrome number 2, so I'm going to go with that option. This right here is the dash cam. If you can see, sticks a dash cam on the window. It's just for decoration. It doesn't actually function, unfortunately, but I'm just going to leave it in there just for decoration. So, moving over here, we have the main glass. So it's the glass on it, on the windows. So you do have clear glass, you have bronze glass, you have smoked glass, and it changes it up here, and then you have mirror, which changes all of them, the mirrors, where you can't see in there, where you can see out. Personally, I don't like that, so I'm just going to go with the smoked. Let's see what else. That's on the inside. That's on the inside. We're going to go down here to the front logo, which is actually on the side here. So we have the classic Freightliner Flames, which says Freightliner in flames there, and then we have the line in flames. So we do have the line there, and I'm going to pick the line. Just kind of complements the skin a little bit better. It's not as beefy as that one, so I'm going to pick that one there. Moving on down to the hood mirrors. So we have the left hood mount mirror there, and then we have the right one over here. So if you so choose to have one of those on there, or both of them, you can keep them on there. Like you guys already know, I don't like them, so I take them off. Moving on down to the bug deflector, we have a bunch of different options here, so we'll go through these. So we have the plastic bug deflector there, aluminum, paint bug deflector, and once again, if you do pick skin, it will be black. There's nothing you could do about it. And just to prove that it'll just be black, I'll go back up here and you can see that it's red, that it's gray, that it's yellow, that it's purple. But if you choose any skin, it's, oh, besides this one. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Go back on here. Besides, I guess this one, it'll be white. But you could change that. If you remember, you could change the skin on that one. But pretty much all these, it'll just be black. I don't believe, except for the ones that you could actually change. Yeah, the only ones that you could actually change, like that one, it'll change. But all the other ones, they'll just preset the black, just to keep it simple. So we're going to go back to the wolf. I'm sorry for the technical difficulty. That's the second time while I was doing this truck that it's done this. I don't know why it just goes to my desktop, but we're back in the game, so we're alright. So, back into the bug deflectors. We have the glass, we have chrome, we have custom 1, and that adds spoilers, and then custom 2 adds the spoilers on top of the headlights there. But I'm going to go with glass, so that's the option I'm going to pick there. Down here we have the hood ornament accessory, so we have the convoy duck, we have the Freightliner pinion, the skull chrome, which actually if you put the lights on, it does light up. We have the goddess, we have goddess number 2, and we have the eagle, which I think actually complements the Freightliner a lot. So I'm going to leave that on there. On the side here we have deflector number 2, so it's the side deflectors here. Unfortunately they're not on the right past the grill, they're actually on the grill. So I'll show you that here. So we have the plastic, we have aluminum, we have paint, we have glass, and we have chrome. And personally, just because they're not back and actually like a level with the bug deflector going around the top of the grill there, I don't like it. I don't like that it's actually on the grill. I like it when it borders it, so I'm going to take them off. Moving down here, we have deflector number 3, which is actually deflectors down here in front of the headlight. So we have black deflector, aluminum, paint, which is actually black because of the skin, and we have chrome. Now, something that's really neat that I have not seen on any other mod truck with deflectors is that they actually incorporated the Classic XL name into the deflectors themselves. So you'll see that here. So we do have the black one. You can see that it does say Classic XL right there. We do have aluminum. We do have paint. You can see there, it seems like it's a little messed up though. And then we have chrome. So you can see the chrome there. I'm probably just going to go with the black, just because the fenders are black. Actually, no, we'll leave it on chrome. Yeah, we'll just leave it on chrome. Alright, so here we have the badge logo that says Classic, and there's different colors. So we have black, we have blue, we have green, we have gray, kind of a orangish red, more orange than red. We have a pinkish purple, more purple with, you know, it's more of a magenta type color there. Then we have purple, even though it does say pink, it's somewhat of a magenta type. Then we have purple, we have red, then we have white, and we have yellow. And I'm going to go with the blue just to match the rest of the truck. So that's what I'm going to pick there. Now down here we have the grill. Now the only way, well not the only way, but really the only realistic way to have the Classic logo on here is with grill option number 1 and number 5, because I'll show you all the other ones in between. So here's grill 1, grill 2. As you can see that the logo, you don't have to have it on, but if you do, you're going to have to either pick grill 1 or grill 5 because it's behind the bars. And grill 3, it's like through the bars. Here's grill 4, which has the Optimus Prime logo there on the front. And then there's number 5. So it's the shark teeth, so it actually fits on there nicely. That's why I was saying 1 and 5. Here's number 6, and here's number 7. So I'm going to go with number 5. I like the shark teeth. So I wish they actually had lights on them, but they don't. But it's alright. So moving on down here to bull bar, it says bull bar, but it's not. It's actually the option to add lights onto the front here. You could have over. You can do that if you'd want, if you'd like, or you could actually take them all off. We'll do that real quick. Take them all off. You could do that up here, which really does not make any sense. So if we go like this, it'll say oversized load in the middle of the grill, which really doesn't make any sense because it's really high up. But you could do it if you'd want. It's all up to you. So, but I'm gonna take them off. So, moving on down here, we have fog lights. That's what the little cutouts there in the bumper are for. So you could add fog lights in there. I don't like the yellow tint on them, even though they're probably just gonna show white. But excuse me, I just don't like the yellow tint. I just think they look ugly like that. So. But moving on down here, I do have the front license plate. I do have a license plate pack in, so they do have the option for that in here, which is nice. So you have all 50 states, plus you have Canada. If you're from Canada, you could pick the Ontario license plate right there. So, but I'm from Pennsylvania, so I'm gonna pick the Pennsylvania license plate. So I'm gonna pick that one down here. Moving on to the side, this dot and this dot are both the same. They're both the front bumper. So you could add on lights down here. I'm not going to just for this video purpose, but here's chrome, pretty much the second chrome. Here's the first one. Then you have chrome bumper, which does have bumper guides with skulls on them, and they do light up like so. As you can see there, you can see them light up. Then you have bumper number 2, which is more dropped, or custom bumper number 2. Custom bumper number 3. Chrome with guides and the really small guides on the sides. I don't really like them. Then you have big steel, which is bull bar, which actually should be, like I said, in the bull bar option, and the grill add-on should be a different dot itself. But bull bar is in the bumpers, not in bull bar. It's a little mix-up. Easily they could fix that, but unfortunately for this, it's just how it is. And then you have big paint, and you have big chrome. And I don't like bull bars really all too much, so I'm just going to take it off. And just go with the bumper with skulls on it. I'm going to go with that one there. So like I said, I'm not going to add anything on there. You could add fog lights, even though there's no cutouts, but like I said, it just doesn't look right at all. Moving on to the side, I'm going to change the tire out here. Well, really just change the rim to seagull chrome instead of just regular seagull. So I'm going to do that. It already has the Freightliner cap there, and I'm just going to change the tire to Goodyear. It's just personal preference. Moving up here to the air cleaner, we have 3 options actually, but there's no custom option. So we have chrome, we have paint, which like I once said before, skin, it's going to be black. And then we have plastic. So I'm going to just go with the chrome, just leave it as it is. So there's no step options either. Right here we have a window trim, which goes around this window. So we have paint, we have chrome 1, which does this half, and then we have chrome 2, which is the bottom half. Once again, I'm just going to leave it as paint just because of the skin that I have on. Now something else I've just noticed is the Caterpillar logo there on the side, which is really nice. So we'll actually go back into the engines and see if we pick Cummins. It'll add the Cummins logo there. We'll go back up to ISX. It's still Cummins because it's Cummins ISX, but there's no Detroit diesel. So it's just Cummins, or it's going to be Caterpillar. So I'm just going to pick what I had, which is that, which is really neat. I really like that. It stands out. So back into here, I believe that's everything up front. Yeah, we got over everything here. Okay, cool. So back here we have a bracket mount. So if you click on this, it does add an option to have brackets where you could add beacons on the sides there, like so. And I do know if you do have, excuse me, Busted's tri-drive, his Kenworth tri-drive, in with this mod. Just gotta make sure this mod's at the number 1. I always do that just to be safe. He does have like the round beacon lights and like the round marker lights, which you could add down here. I do not have it in at the moment, so I can't show you, but you could add 2 round beacon lights here, and then the rest are all round marker lights. So when you actually turn the lights on, they'll all come on as marker lights, but when you put the beacons on, the two on the ends will actually flash as beacons. So you could have it pretty much as a heavy haul truck, just without the triaxle, which is pretty neat. Uh, so I just wanted to point that out there. I just don't have his mod in right now. I didn't want it to mess up anything or have it mess up at all, but it doesn't. I just was being safe and being on the safer side, that's all. So moving on to the back, we have the aero kit here. So we have plastic wings, aluminum wings, and chrome wings, or if you don't like them at all, you could take them off like that. So I'm just going to leave the plastic wings on there, like so. Down here, we do have a logo number 2, which does add a Optimus Prime logo there onto the side of the door. Uh, I'm just going to take it off since I don't even have anything else that matches it, like the grill, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Down here we have the tanks. So we have chrome tanks, which are standard. We have painted tanks, once again, skin, it's going to be black. And then we have aluminum tanks, like that. I'm just going to go with the chrome tanks. I think just chrome looks really nice in general, so I'm just going to leave it on chrome. Over here we have the steps. So here's the first set of steps, which adds on both sides. Now this is where I was saying, if you pick the second one, the additional heater, it does add a toolbox step over here and adds a heater on this side. But like I said, it adds the fans in the back up there. So if you do pick up here, if you do want to go with the classic like that, it will cover it up. I'm just letting you guys know that now, so you guys don't be like, oh well, you didn't say this, and I did. I went over it. I told you. I tell you guys every time. I don't sugarcoat anything. I explain it very well in detail. That's why my mod reviews are a little on the lengthier side, but I like to go over everything and just show you guys the different reasonings and all that and different options. So if you pick the heater option, it will block out. If you do have this right here, it will block that out. I'm just letting you guys know. Or anything that has it on the back. But I'm just going to leave it on the wolf, which doesn't bother it at all. So back to the accessories. Scroll around here to the back. Let's see. So we have a head rack. So we have a plate, which is just a deck plate there, which you can't get rid of. So that's standard. And you have a simple headache rack, which is just there. You put the lights on. So the two inside lights are running lights, and then the two outside lights are brake and turning lights, turn signal lights. And then the reverse lights up here do work, which is really nice. Turn the lights back off. We're going to scroll around here. This option here and this option here are both for the fenders. So it does come standard with the quarter aluminum fenders, but you do have the quarter plastic fenders, the quarter paint fenders, and the quarter chrome. Then you have the half paint fenders there. Well, not full half, but pretty much half fenders there. And then you have the chrome ones. So I'm going to leave it on chrome. Too bad there's no full one, but it is what it is. I'm going to change the tires out here just to the chrome ones. Like so. Score this around like that. And then the tire. Whoops. Do that. Alright, there we go. So now moving on to the back, we do have the actual bar that holds the mud flaps on here. You could change that. So it comes plastic as standard. You could pick aluminum, paint, and you could pick chrome, and I'm just going to go with the chrome. This is the light panel, or the rear plate panel. You can't change. So, but these two or these four on the inside are actually the turn signals. The two here are the left, and those two are the right, and then the other. They're all rear lights or marker lights, but the two inside ones on each side. These two and those two are the turn signals. So, but moving on to the mud flaps. So we have the stock. We have the Classic XL badge. We have Custom 2, which has I guess you would say, sexy lady on there. Then you have the paint badge, which you can't see once again because this is a skin, but we'll show you. Go back up to, if I can find it. There we go, to the custom color. As you can see, you could change it, and it'll change if you don't have a skin, as I've been saying the whole mod review. So you can see that it works there. So we'll go back. Whoops. Go back down here. There we go, and then we'll go back over here. And then you have the chrome badge, which says Freightliner. It's in chrome. Then you have custom 1, which pretty much has the Texas bullhorn and bull. But I'm going to go with the sexy lady, so that's what I'm going to go with there. I believe that is everything on the outside of the truck. I believe that's everything. If I did miss anything, please let me know in the comments below if I did miss anything. I don't believe I did, but I might have. There's just a lot of stuff to go over with this. So I don't believe I missed anything though, which is pretty good. Alright, so moving on to the inside. So you do have the steering wheel here, but I do have the creations pack. I do believe you have to have it because I don't believe there isn't a standard steering wheel. So you're stuck with, I don't know, maybe not even having one. I wouldn't know because I have the creations pack in here, so they already chose one, which is a classic polyurethane steering wheel. So that's just how that is. So I would recommend you getting it. It's only like $3, I think, on Steam. So if you could afford this game, you could afford that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just saying. So we do have the, I'm actually going to pick the classic combo color. I'm just going to have the paint up there with the black on the side, just to match everything on the inside. Let's see. Over here we have a GPS option. So you could have a GPS there, or we could have a tablet. Now if we have the GPS here, there's an option right here to have the K GPS. But as soon as you go to choose it, as you can see, it flashes red. Either one. Why? Because you can't have two GPSs in this case. Some truck mods you can, but this one you can't. So, but you can have the tablet if you want the tablet. But personally, it's just a distraction, so just I keep it out. Back over here, we do have the GPS Mio, the GPS Lexand, the GPS TomTom, and the GPS TomTom Pro. I'm gonna go with the GPS Lexand. I've already tested it out before, and it works great. So it's one of the one sorry, that is the one I'm going to choose. Let's see. Down here we have an option to add in, cans. This is all trademarked to Coca-Cola. I believe Fanta is on its own. Monster, Pepsi, Red Bull, and Sprite's a part of Coke. So they're all trademarked, goes to them. I have nothing to do with it. I don't want to get no copyright strike for it and all that. The people that edited this truck and all that, they added this in here. So, but trademark goes to the drinking companies. So we do have a Coca-Cola can. We have Diet Coke, we have Coke Zero, we have Fanta, Monster Energy, Pepsi, Red Bull, and Sprite. So those are all the ones. If you want to have it in there, you can. I'm just going to go with the Monster Energy because why not? Let's see. Right here, you are able to add an option to have, like, I guess, Bluetooth type calling. So you could just answer it in real life, not in the game, but you can answer it just by pressing the green one to answer the phone call that you get. Now I think it doesn't actually do anything in the game, but what I would think is that they should make it to where if you do have, a company in the game, you have, extra trucks driving around, you have to have the map up on the side to let you know if they leveled up, or it tells you how much they pulled in. I think it would be cool for this to have it come across the screen that, hey, this person leveled up, or this person got you this much money, or this person couldn't find a job and they got fuel and mechanic expenses, $700. So I think that'd be pretty cool to have that, but not sure if that's possible. I don't know. It's just my thoughts though. I like putting thoughts out there, so hopefully other people can spread the word around that, hey, maybe this is a good idea. I personally think it is, so you don't have to have that stupid map up all the time to know if your people leveled up or not. Um, but that's just my thoughts on it. Over here, once again, there's the dash cam. We already went over the CB radio. Now, something I thought was really cool that I have not seen anywhere else is they have the option to change the whole shifter itself. So as you can see here, there's 4 dots that are all over the shifter. The whole thing is all it's plastic. That's how it's standard on all trucks. It's all plastic. But we have wood, so there's your wood option. We have chrome, there's your chrome option, and then we have color. So whatever color you decide to paint your truck will be on the inside as well. Over here we have the splitter option. It's already standard for a 13 speed, but we have an 18 speed. So, but we'll go over that. So we have the 10 speed, which doesn't have a splitter. It just has the high and low. It's a 13 splitter, and then we have your 18. then you have your chrome splitter. So I'm just going to go with the chrome splitter just to keep it kind of balanced between the paint and the chrome. Moving to the knob itself, once again, like I said, it's already standard plastic, but we do have wood. Whoops, we do have wood, we have chrome, and we have color. So I could leave it like that, but the option that I'm going to choose, I actually like it the best. So I'm actually going to leave that chrome like that. So we'll go up to the medallion. So we have the number gears on there, which you can see right there. You can see them. But you have a wood option, you have a chrome option, and then you have a paint option. But you can see that there's like a mark. Let's see right there. You can see that there's a mark on there, and I'm not sure what that is from. I guess it's a little bug with the texture, but it don't bother me too much. So this is the setup I like. There's not too much, not too much paint and not too much chrome. It's kind of balanced out, so that's why I did it like this. So I think that's really nice. So I believe that's everything actually with the truck. I believe I went over everything. So see if there's anything else. Nope. Alright, cool. So we will confirm this. We will trade this in. Yes. There we go. Alrighty. So here we are. We'll go to the outside. And we'll start up the truck. Everything's loaded in here. So here's the lights. Headlights. High beams. Work. Got your left turn signal, which all the turn signals blink slow. You can see that the lollipops blink, and you got the one on the side sleeper there, and as well as the headache rack, and down on the bottom plate as well. Turn the lights off. You can see that there. And you got the right side. You can see that, and you can see that they all work, which is really nice. Test out the horns and the air horn. See that works there. Do the beacons. Which actually, if you put the beacons on, it actually puts like low beam lights on. Because in real life, if you're hauling heavy, a heavy load, and you have beacons on, you kind of want to have your headlights on as a safety thing so people can see you. Just because you have the beacons on doesn't mean people don't see you. So that's a really cool feature. I do like that once you put the beacons on, that the headlights or the low beams pretty much come on, which is really nice. So moving back into the inside, you can see that we're in neutral. So you do have the gear shift. Tells you what gear you're in on there. So if we go forward, you can see now we're in drive 8. So you can see that there. But we'll put the light back on, so you can see the interior light came on, which is now light blue. And you can see down there that's the switches. There's the light switch. Here's the high beam. There's the high beam switch. My Jake brake button is X, so you can see that the Jake brake switch there works, which is nice. There's no beacon switch, so I don't know, maybe they'll add that in there. But as always, you know what I'm going to do. Just drive down the block on the inside, let you guys listen to the sounds, and then flip around, listen to the outside. So without further ado, I'm going to be quiet, and so you guys can hear the sounds. Almost had an accident right there. Yeah, I kind of like stopped. I don't know why. So you can see there that there's the turn signal on the headache, and then put the brakes on like that. You can see that. So wait for the light here to turn green, and that will be quiet again. Alright. I was actually just looking at the fans to see if they're animated or not. I'm not sure if they are. I don't believe they are. So let's shut this off. Alright, so this is the Freightliner Classic XL by Custom Truck ATS. Solar's 36, I know, helped with it. Kriechbaum helped with the sounds. And like I said, there is a bunch of other people that I just don't have time to say. So, but I will leave them in the description below. The link to the mod will also be in the description below. Overall, I really like this truck a lot. I know a lot of people do like the Freightliner Classic XL. I like the skin a lot on this. So, I mean, the chrome's really nice. It's just overall nice, and on the inside too, it's really nice. One of the best features, like I said, is to customize the shifter. Like I said, I haven't seen that anywhere else. So if you do have a custom truck, kind of, like mine, with the steering wheel and the dash panel, it just adds on to it. It just adds more variety to it. I do wish they would change out the parking brakes though, because they're kind of ugly. They kind of, like I said, they stand out. They're not really modern. So maybe they'll fix that. I don't know. It's just something I hope they'll do. Maybe they will. But and also another thing too I like is the gauges, putting the lights on like that, the high beam. I just think that's really neat. Jake brake won't come on unless the truck's on. So, and also having the gears right there on the dashboard over there, that is really neat. So, like I said, overall, it's a really nice truck. It was really well done. So this is version 1. So, I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new, please subscribe for more content like this. Like I said, I do apologize, guys. I didn't post a video in a few days besides the one I posted before this. But, it's just, I've been real busy and all that. I'll try to keep it consistent, but it's just hard, to find time and all that. So I just hope you guys understand that. I really appreciate all the support you get. By the time this video goes up, hopefully we'll be over 200 subscribers. And this channel in the last month has really blown up. With these mod reviews and all that. So I really do thank you guys a lot. So once again, this has been Xada here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. Comment below if you have anything to say. Or if you just want to ask me anything, just go ahead. I'll always reply back. Once again, if you're also new, please subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.